Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the Tarte 9 Ways to Shine Cheek Wardrobe. I know it's a long name, but this was a very good deal. I saw it on Sephora and the money saver in me just couldn't resist and I had to get these. I haven't tried these on, so today I'm going to be applying them on my cheeks, showing you the swatches, and it's going to be a first impressions video, so I'm going to be sharing my final thoughts, and if you're interested, keep on watching. So first things first, this blush palette is actually split into, these three circular coins sort of packaging. It comes in this box and it's split into these three, some sort of shade variation. And one is gold, one is this rose gold, and the other is this steel gray sort of box. And it opens up, it's pretty interesting actually. It opens up like this, and the top one is the highlighter and the other two are blushes. So I don't know if this is intended for saving space. I'm not sure if this packaging really does that. I would actually prefer a palette because I think it's flatter and it takes less space. But I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this packaging, honestly, even though it looks good and it's kind of gimmicky, honestly. But I guess the only advantage is if you want to, you're interested in one specific shade of blushes, you don't have to carry the entire palette. You can just carry this tiny one. But knowing me, I would end up traveling with all of these. So that's why I don't see a utility in this sort of packaging, but it's still cute and it still makes you want to buy it. So I guess it's solving its purpose. So these are 9, circular things, out of which 6 are blushes and 3 are highlighters. This first one, this gold one, it's got these kind of corally shades, I think, and we'll swatch and see. And this rose gold one has this pinkish shade and kind of like a, some sort of bronzy shade with a highlighter. This dark one, it's got these slightly darker pink and bronzy shades. So I'm not too sure how they've split it. It's definitely not peach coral dark, but I think it's more on shade intensity. So I'm guessing this one would be the lightest, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to start off with this gold one. So I'll swatch these and you might see a few nails because I've been playing around with this in terms of opening it and filming this. So you might see some nail prints on these palettes. So the highlighter is Frosty and let me swatch it. So the highlighter seems pretty intense and it looks like it's this gold highlighter. The next shade right here is Sleigh Bells. So let's see. This is how it looks and it's kind of this peachy shade and matte. The last one, it's called Shimmering. So this is this sort of peachy shimmery shade. So let me switch off the light a little bit and maybe you can see the colors better. I think this light is better. So I'll just swatch these. So this is Sleigh Bells and this is Shimmering. I'll just swatch it one more time so you can see. So this is quite peach and this is this peachy shimmery shade. I hope you can tell now. Next, I'm taking this rose gold shade. This is what the color story looks like and these are the nail prints I was talking about. So this first one is called Snow Kisses. This second one is called Prize and the last one is called Peppermint Mocha. So let's swatch these and they feel really, really soft. So let me put the highlighter here just so you can see the difference. So this one definitely feels much more champagne-y, sort of silvery pinkish, whereas this one is more gold. And just to swatch the blushes, this one's Prize and this one's Peppermint Mocha. On my arm, this is the slightly pinkish compared to this other one, and this is more sort of a bronzy shade. Next, I'm going to take this silver one. So the highlighter is called NYE. The pink blush is called Decked Out. And the last one is called Mistletoe. Ooh, interesting names. So I'll take all the three. And this is how they look. So the highlighter looks really good. And it seems like it's more on the, oh my God, let me put it right here. It certainly looks kind of deeper compared to these. And it certainly feels more pinkish rather than silver and gold. So it seems more rose goldy. And the blushes, so this one's the pink one, and this is obviously much more deeper compared to this and compared to this. And the last one is certainly a deeper version of these coral shades. So I think these two shades are basically a deeper version of these two. So one's coral and one is pink, and these are like deeper versions of these two. So that's my analysis. I may be wrong, but that's what it feels like. I'm going to apply the highlighters one more time together here. So this one's NYE, and I'll just apply it right here. And this is from the rose gold one, and it's called Snow Kisses. This is how it looks. So it's more silvery sort of gold. And this is from the gold one, and it's called Frosty. That's how this swatches. So now I'm going to apply these on my cheeks. So I'm going to start off with the gold one. And what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll take one on each cheek and apply the highlighter on both. So you can kind of maybe understand the difference. I don't know if the lighting will help, but because these do look very similar, let's see. So I'll take Sleigh Belly and apply it on the right side. And just so it shows up better on camera, I'm going to apply it a little bit more than what I usually do so that it just shows up. Okay. So it definitely feels like a pinky coral sort of shade. And I'm just taking a different brush and going into this other shade, and it's called Shimmering. And apply it right here. So this one definitely shines a lot more than this one. This one's matte. And I think even you can tell in the camera, there's a certain glaze to it. But it's got peach whites, right? So while this one's more matte, there's no glaze or glow. This one definitely glows a bit more. So I'm just going to go with my Morphe highlighter brush and go into this highlighter. And let's apply it right here. Ooh, this is nice. Look at that. Ooh, this was one swipe. That's nice. I like it. And if I apply it here, this one's going to become more glowy, I guess. So, all right. Wow. Nice. I like it. So this one's been the gold one, and I think this has got like sort of a peachy pinkish vibe. It's not too orange, so that's what I think I can make of this. And the highlighter is stunning. I really like it. Okay, so I just realized that my camera was not filming the next palette. So this rose gold one I already applied, and this is how it looks, but I'm just gonna talk about it one more time. So this rose gold has these this highlighter and these pink and brown shades. So I took the brown shade right here. I'm just gonna apply it one more time just to show you. So I have applied quite a lot, but it's a pretty light shade for my skin tone. So it even though it shows up, I think if in the summer I use this, it might not. So and someone who's darker than me might not be able to get away with this shade, I think. So that's why yeah, this one I'm not so excited about this one, even though right now it's doing its job and it's quite nice. On this side, I applied the pink shade and I applied a lot, and I still feel that at least in the camera it shows up quite light, and in person it shows up pretty good, but I had to apply like a lot of it and it shows up pretty nice. So that's the pink shade. The highlighter, however, is really blinding. So this is a nice silver highlighter and it shows up really well. So that's the rose gold one. So the last one I have is this steel gray one, and it's got these pink and kind of corally dark shade. Let's see. So I'm going to take this pink shade on my right cheek, and this seems pretty pigmented, so I might have to go lightly on this one and see. And yeah, this one definitely is more pigmented, and with one swipe the color starts showing immediately. And I really like this pink. It's kind of matte. Yeah, it is matte. Not kind of, it is matte. It doesn't have any sort of shimmery specks or anything, nothing like that. Just straight up matte. And this next one, I don't know how to describe this. It's kind of sun-kissed, bronzy coral shade, I think. So I'll just take it on my left cheek. And yeah, definitely more coral. Can you tell the difference? This one's more pink. This particular one I think will be more suited for all skin tones, especially those who have the same skin shade as mine or darker. I think it will show up better. So I think this palette has got something for everybody. I like that. And I'm going to go into this highlighter. I don't have too many high hopes with this highlighter because I think it's going to be darker too dark for my skin shade, but let's see. So I'll just apply it right here. And yeah, it feels a little dull for my skin shade. Like it doesn't have that blinding effect. But it's okay. It's not that bad. Compared to this, you see that highlight? It is there. It's nice. It's not as blinding as the other ones. And sometimes you need to be subtle. So I guess, I mean, again, you need to have some subtle highlighters as well. So that's actually a good thing, that there is something which is toned down and there are some that are super blinding. So I think that's great. All right. Not bad. Actually, it looks good with this blush combination. All right, so I have two different shades. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to swap these blush brushes, and kind of combine what I had so it becomes a little bit uniform. I have switched on the lights. Everything is normal except for my cheeks that look, I mean, they look just as if I've been punched by a tomato. They are so pink, but oh well. So my final thoughts, first of all, I really like these blushes. So a little bit about them. They retail for $35, and with tax, depending on which state you're in, these will be around $4 per blush, right? So I think that's a pretty good deal. And you get 3 highlighters, 6 blushes, you get something that is dark, a bronzer, as well as a pink shade and a peach shade in various intensity levels. So if you're in the mood for a very light flush of peach or pink, you have that. And then if you want something, you know, something that shows up a little bit more like this, you have that in the steel gray one. So I think it's got a mix of a good combination of blushes, and for the price I think it's a pretty good deal. And as the Sephora sale comes closer, maybe, I mean, you'll get a 20% discount if you're a Rouge member as well. So I think it's a pretty good deal. I really like these blushes. I'm not a fan of the packaging, and except for that, I really like it. It's got matte shades, which I don't have, so it kind of works for me especially. I'm more interested in the matte shades here rather than the highlighters because I have better highlighters, but still the highlighters in this are really good. So overall, it's a great product. Do check it out. Do let me know what you thought of these blushes, and if you are, you know, looking to pick these up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped you kind of understand what these shades look like on a skin tone like mine, or guess how it will look on your skin tone. So I hope this was helpful for you, and if you like this video, do like it, do subscribe to my channel, and until the next time we meet, bye.